Hello, I'm Soap, and today I'm going to be giving some insight into my Royal High roleplay co- called Shards of Harmony. The trailer's out, the audition, like, instructions, I guess, are out as well. So yeah, I just want to show some spoilers. Well, not spoilers, but like, because after every episode I want to, like, do a live stream about it, so I kind of want to do an example of that now. So as you can see, I've gotten a new main OC, like, and the starting screen's a bit outdated. I need to change that. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about script writing and the trailer, obviously, and how I did that. So first, I'm going to show you the character trailer. You can watch it on my channel. I worked like quite hard on it. And they got barely any views on TikTok as well. I normally get some views on, like, more views on TikTok than I do on YouTube. So it's a bit like, oh, but I'm gonna show it now.
At the beginning of time, there were four protectors of the Enchantress: Aurora, the goddess of light; Selene, the goddess of darkness; Cordelia, the goddess of the sea; and Fawn, the goddess of the land. Aurora created the Scepter of Harmony to unite the Enchantress. However, the scepter had unimaginable power. This caused greed among the other goddesses. After eons of war, the scepter disappeared, and today, as the sole heir of the Glitterfrost Kingdom, it's my mission to secure the scepter and bring it to the Council of Harmony to elevate my kingdom's status and bring peace to the realms. At the beginning of time, there were four protectors of the Enchantress: Aurora, the goddess of light; Selene, the goddess of darkness; Cordelia, the goddess of the sea; and Fawn, the goddess of the land. Aurora created the Scepter of Harmony to unite the Enchantress. However, the scepter had unimaginable power. This caused greed among the other goddesses. After eons of war, the scepter disappeared, and today, as the sole heir of the Glitterfrost Kingdom, it's my mission to secure the scepter and bring it to the Council of Harmony to elevate my kingdom's status and bring peace to the realms. At the beginning of time, there were four protectors of the Enchantress: Aurora, the goddess of light; Selene, the goddess of darkness; Cordelia, the goddess of the sea; and Fawn, the goddess of the land. Aurora created the Scepter of Harmony to unite the Enchantress. However, the scepter had unimaginable power. This caused greed among the other goddesses. After eons of war, the scepter disappeared, and today, as the sole heir of the Glitterfrost Kingdom, it's my mission to secure the scepter and bring it to the Council of Harmony to elevate my kingdom's status and bring peace to the realms. At the beginning of time, there were four.
Okay, I let that play 3 times. I'm not sure if the audio like actually worked. Here, I'm in character now. Um, but I don't really care if it did work because you should watch the actual video for yourself. But yeah, that's the trailer. I can show you the individual characters I have for the gods and stuff, which is what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna show their full outfits and stuff too. You're not really gonna see their full outfits often. I normally do like close ups of them. Because I'm going on holiday, I've got a lot of like little videos coming out about this series. So next week I will be posting time lapse of me making Ivy's diary, which should be loading in right now. I have no idea why that pen's there, it shouldn't be. But yeah, that's her diary. Don't save. Okay. And then the week after is me what I think the characters would drink, like from the cafeteria, which I originally did in the old campus, but in that I deleted all my old videos really, which little storage problems, which is really inconvenient now that Campus 4 doesn't exist because I need like sometimes I need like old reference photos to show how much worse it is now. Okay, so this is Ivy. Got a little character introduction. So it gives them it's the first well it's the first 40 seconds of the first episode, but since it doesn't include it only includes my characters that I've made. I released it just because I feel like I haven't released anything and I wanted to put a trailer out there. And I realized that doing a trailer with a full cast would be really annoying and a waste of time, and we should just get straight into the plot, so this is why I posted that instead. Right, yeah. So motivation, she's on a mission. I only came up with that plot line really recently. That originally there was actually no like special reason why she joined Royal High late. Because like she was always gonna be the first ice fairy. I mean, there are other ice fairies going to the school, but we won't be seeing anyone except for the main six. But she was always the first ice fairy in Royal High. But there was never like a specific reason for that. Except from also the magical scepter was like also a big plot line, but I didn't really this mission gave her a reason to be here and it gave the scepter more like depth. I mean originally she would have lost her eye in like the originally I had her going to military school and that's how she lost her eye, but that's not what happened. I changed that pretty quickly. It does make a lot more sense. I'm going to delete that. That's gonna lag my stream. But it makes a lot more sense now that they're sending her on a mission like her parents. But yeah, I feel like she has a lot of I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just watch the trailer. It gives her a little backstory. I can say one thing at the end of every what's it called? At the end of every episode, she'll be writing in a diary entry. Originally, I'm not sure how I'm gonna make that work, but I feel like because I'm trying not to do like just her walking and like I want to show her thoughts basically. And since they're not really going to change facial expression, I'll just like have to say like how she feels about the events that have happened, like and not while they're happening. Which also causes me a trouble because causes me a trouble. What am I on about? Causes me a problem because I wanted at the end of every episode it just like fades into black, and then the antagonist will have like an evil monologue or something. It'll still be like that, but I'll just feel that it will just feel it will feel like very disconnected. Isn't this new school not meant to be less laggy? It's really not. I'm just gonna sit in here. Oh right. Okay, because they got rid of the cute pink dressing room, I just use these bookshelves now instead for my like pink dress videos, which is a bit annoying. ignore these outfits. So this is a casual outfit which she'll be wearing most episodes. I always thought she was paler than this, but like depends on the lighting really. It's called Ivy Winks because when I first came up with the idea I was watching a lot of Winks. So this is like very transparent, slightly fancier. For lore purposes, I don't know why I'm zoomed in, sorry. These pearls are like family jewels, and so are these earrings. Like, is that they match with her like gold on the wings. So I was like, okay, how do I make gold part of her like actual outfit? And then I was like, oh, there's a lot of spoilers in here. Doesn't really. Um, I can't show you her prom outfit, because that's a secret until the prom episode, which is gonna be really late in the season. I'm honest. These are pajamas. I made them like really quickly. You think like why she's still wearing her eye patch with her uh what are they called? There she just checked. I'm sorry. Sleeping mask on. She takes her eye patch off when she puts the sleeping mask down. Like also I can't take her eye patch off because I can't have like one eye in royal eye. It's like not actually an option. So yeah. Also the gloves, I just felt like keeping them because I was thinking that the rebellious might wear gloves unless like to show like because in case they use their powers, but obviously that's not actually a problem, it's more of a systemic oppression anyways. Yeah. Right, so I'll show you the gods' outfits. So some difficulties. Okay. Um the, I tried to give all the gods like unrealistic skin tones to separate them from like I was gonna say humans, but none of them are really humans, like Ivy's and elf, if you think about it. They're all like there's different species, I guess. They're all berries, anyways. But Feywings, it's just like a. I mean, in a way, they aren't actually gods because they're not like on. They're like they don't actually have. They do have more power. They're just like their species is just like a lot stronger, I guess. people see them as gods, but they don't see themselves as gods, really. They did create things. I have changed her outfit quite a lot. There's like rainbows on her face, and she has pink eyes. Yeah. Also, the fit. She used to have a different skirt, but she's like. The lighting looks really bad, actually. Rainbow because light is made of rainbows, and pink because, I don't know, it's associated with pink. The scepter because she made it. So yeah, that's Aurora. I'm just gonna put some new hair on because neon is really annoying. Um, don't mind why it's called that. It's just because they'll reveal later on. Aurora also had this skirt on because I wanted them to be unrealistically tall. But as you can see there's like no details you can see of their face. So instead I do this and for photos. But canonically she is the taller version. And the pearls because stars and a moon on her face. She has like a lot of like tattoo looking things on her face. Because Aurora also originally had tattoos and stuff on her face. She had like wings, but then it just like was very glitchy looking. Also has the wings, little demon horns, but they're baby horns, that's why they look like cat ears. Yeah, not much to say about this. This is Selene, the goddess of darkness. And I did light and darkness. I was always gonna do light and darkness for the gods. Because just because I like the opposites like yin and yang. I don't know what I'm saying anyways. Because I found that I just thought it was cool to have equal and opposite. And there will be a whole episode on their relationship anyways. No spoilers. No. That's spoilers for episode 2. That's a bit too far. Okay, more to God. Then I thought, because they were meant to be, I was like, oh, I need more gods because there's gonna be like some events. Sorry, I just can't spoil this. So this is the Sea Queen. I was like experimenting with like making a small dress, I guess. She's also blue because she's like, yeah. I gave her wings as well because I thought that'd be cool. She's also got the ears, but like I made it like look like the little like I don't know, sea creature ears. I made it slightly pink because I thought that was cool, and then she also has the slight pink in her hair. So this is the water god, and then we also have the earth slash land god, and they're like opposites as well. So I was like, oh, if I'm gonna have 4 gods, like what else should I do? So this is her. She's more of a war-driven god, and that's reflected in how the what's it called? Glittering. It says the Mermaid Kingdom here, but I thought it was a glittering water kingdom. Also, I thought it was a glitter frost kingdom, not the glittering frost kingdom. So I've got some inaccurate names. Oh well, it's fine. Glowing embers. Mermaid Kingdom's just a bit like, eh. Anyways, like the Water Kingdom takes a lot of like war. They have like they're very war motivated. It comes from her basically. She's basically like their god because I believe she definitely made the sea. So Earth god, more like land god. I don't know why their name has 4 in it. This is Fawn. Oh, the last one, she's Cordelia. This one's Fawn. The green just doesn't quite sit right with me. But also as the is, I just realized these horns don't actually fit. It's fine though. More messy and cracks in the skin because I thought like cracks of earth, but also I want them to look tired, like deliberately, because they're probably one of the weaker gods, I guess. Like I don't know really either. Also, it's just like all of vines that match. I don't have much to say about Fawn, but I wanted to have elements of flowers and like land in there as well because there was kind of like a this is spoilers for episode 2, but there's like civil war going on. Well, not anymore. There was a civil war going on between like the floral fairies and the terrestrial fairies. But they join together and then they make the nature kingdom. I can also show you this because I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually include it in the plot. But here's future Ivy, but like also not. Because this is like, I wanted the villain to at some point. This is actually big spoilers if this does happen, but I'm not sure actually. Be like, yeah, this is your future if you carry on your path, so you better join me or do whatever I want or what or something like that. So I actually put the mask body on to give her abs because why not? There's like nothing down there. It just doesn't look right the full outfit though. Okay, other characters. So characters people can voice act. This is Ivy's mom. In episode 2, I think, yeah, there'll be a call between Ivy and one of her parents. You can either be her mom or dad, whoever you want to be. This is what her dad looks like. And then, so yeah, I need a voice actor for that. I don't need a voice actor for this, but this is the Sea Queen. She's a siren, hence like the lyre, I guess. A harp, I guess. No, yeah, harp. I definitely would change her outfit. She's not looking so good. I made it a while ago. This is the Sea King, even worse outfit, I must say. You're meant to like zoom in, so it looks like a mermaid tail though. Terrestrial Queen. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, Floral and Terrestrial. Flower King looked better at the time. Zombie, I've already shown this. You can voice act the zombie. And there will probably be some voice lines from when she was alive. She's kind of an important character. So if you want to voice act her, you're gonna have to do a lot of zombie noises, which is a bit like, yeah. And like, I was gonna say evil screaming, like, you won't get away with that. I don't know. Quite awkward to voice act being the undead, I guess. Yeah, there's an alive version. I'll just show it because it looks exactly the same. Okay, so yeah, okay. Let's talk about my progress on the script then. So I've written 3.5 episodes, and that's like, you might be like, that's not a lot. Because it's gonna be like 10 to 15 episodes, so I am like a fifth of the way if I go 10. I'll say I'm a quarter of the way, just for like mid. Yeah. Let's just say I'm a quarter way, because I don't know how many episodes can happen. But I need quite a few episodes so there's like character progression because there is a romance plotline and I can't just like make that happen overnight. I mean, I do in a way because like they go from like hating each other to like tolerating each other. Like I'm not sure how I'm meant to turn that into romance. Also, we need to go through multiple antagonist plot lines because we're meant to think that one person is the main antagonist, but then we find out that they're actually not. And then there's more going on, and then someone gets coerced, of the main six get coerced into working for the antagonist. Yeah, so